Shakur Stevenson breaks his hand from punching a sparring partner in the body. Let's talk.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Yeah. A body shot. Not on the ribs. It was a perfectly placed body shot. It was a perfectly placed body shot. You know, right under the rib cage. Right under the rib cage. You hit him right in that soft spot. You know, where if you get hit there in that soft spot, where them kidneys is at, that's where they be dropping people. That's where they be putting people out of commission. He landed a nice body shot. It was a perfectly placed one on the soft part of the body and broke his hand. I've punched people in the stomach many times in my life. I've been punched in the stomach many times in my life. I have never seen anybody break their hand by punching somebody in the stomach. I just seen Monster Inouye punch that old man Doohickey in the stomach, and the dude had a back problem. They said he broke his back. Yeah, I've heard of Sugar Ray Robinson punching someone in the stomach so hard that he broke their back. I've seen those type of things. I've never seen a boxer, punch somebody in the stomach and break their own hand. I've never seen it. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, because it's clearly possible, because we just saw it with Shakur Stevenson. I've never seen it. And punching a pillow. I've never seen anyone punch a pillow and break their hand. I've never seen anyone punch the couch, the seat of the couch, and break their hand. I've never seen it. Never at all. The punching bags are harder than someone's stomach, specifically on the sides right there where the kidneys are at. Punching bags are harder. Speed bags are harder. The simple fact that we have this long, drawn-out nonsense when it comes to Shakur about how he's skilled, and he is skilled, about how he's talented, and he's very talented, about how he's arguably the best. There is an argument for it, but we're not talking about how this man can't punch his way out of a Jello bowl, out of a Jello cup. Man, the man demands, bro. He punched a girl at the gas station when she had her back to him. He punched her in the face and didn't knock her out. He is a professional fighter, a professional boxer. She had her back to him, and he punched her in the face from the back and didn't knock her out. And you guys are telling me that this guy beats anybody. Not just Tank, anybody. He doesn't beat none of these people. None of them. Anybody with decent footwork, anybody with a good chin, anybody who bro, he's not beating them. He's not beating them at all, because one, he is the definition of pillow fisted. He's a definition of it. That's number one. And number two, he's too scary. He's too scary. He's too scary to get hit. Now, I'm not tripping about the get hit part. I'm not tripping about that because it's boxing and you're not supposed to get hit. So I'm not really tripping about that. I'm tripping about the scary part. The scary part, right? You're not supposed to get hit. You're supposed to use your skills to not get hit. But this dude is scary as fuck, bro. This dude is scary as hell, man. And we should have all realized this with the amount of tweets that this guy does if anybody says anything about him. He's not mentally there, and he's scary as hell. So we should have realized this. It's like, bro, you're a public figure, bro. You're gonna get scrutinized. You're gonna get criticized, and nobody hating on you for saying that your fight was boring, bro. If they believed it was boring, that's their opinion, and they're entitled to their opinion. Just like they're entitled to believe that other fighters won and other fighters lost. It's their opinion. They're entitled to it. But you all up in arms, you all crying and shit. That shit dead. You know, these guys, I'm gonna do this, and you're not gonna do nothing, bro. Y'all not gonna do nothing. This dude's, bro. I'm at this point, bro. This dude's scary as hell, bro. Stop this, bro. This dude is scary as hell, man. He's scary as a bit. He's skilled. Extremely skilled, y'all. But if you punch somebody in the stomach and break your hand by punching them in the stomach, there's a lot of people that are rocking with Shakur Stevenson, and they know better. They're saying the things that they're saying. Oh, he beats everybody. He does, because they're from where he's from, not because they believe it at all, or they're cool with him, right? They got mad love and respect for him, so they're gonna just say those type of things, right? They're just gonna say that, and that's with anybody, and I expect it, but I take y'all word at a grain of salt, bro. I take y'all word with a grain of salt. Edgar Berlanga, grain of salt. You and Shakur Stevenson is cool, y'all are super cool. And you tell him off, oh man, he can't beat Tank. I mean, Tank can't beat him. You know, Tank is not going to be to hit him. Tank gives away rounds. And bro, yes, Tank gives away rounds. Yes, he absolutely gives away rounds. Absolutely. But he walks you down, and he does what he needs to do to win the fight. Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis giving away rounds against Shakur Stevenson, and he will give away rounds. Shakur Stevenson, though, I believe the fight will last longer if Tank fights him a certain way. If he fights him a certain way. If Tank Davis fights him the way he fought Frank Martin, the way he fought Frank Martin, I think that would be detrimental to Shakur, because he put a lot of pressure on Frank Martin. A lot of pressure. And Frank Martin was winning that fight until he wasn't, but he put a lot of pressure on him. Not just physical pressure by like cornering him. No, a lot of mental pressure. A lot. Like Frank was hitting him with some shit. And he was just kept moving forward, bro. Like Jason Myers. He just kept moving forward, bro. So it's like, Shakur Stevenson, you don't hit as hard as Frank Martin. At all. Nowhere near. So if Tank is taking what Frank is giving him and moving and putting that physical and mental pressure on him to lock him into that corner, bro, what do you think he's going to do to you? Now, again, there's no triangle theories here. Shakur Stevenson is going to dance around the ring and stuff like that. The problem is dancing around the ring against Tank Davis, you're going to lose those rounds. You're not going to win on the scorecards against Tank Davis, bro. Boxing is a business. These networks and promoters and stuff, these managers, they're all in the business to make money. These judges, all these people, they're in the business to make money, to stay in the business. Who do you think they're going to give the fight to? Who do you think? Who are they going to give it to? You could literally outbox Tank Davis, win on the scorecards by outboxing him and staying away from him and just, staying away and sticking jab here, and you don't clinch. You don't clinch, so there's no mindset of you engaging, because you don't clinch. You just keep jumping back. So you don't clinch. So there, in a boxer's mind, the clinch is something that people say, oh man, he got hurt, or he got clipped, or he's right. Is that is in line with a clinch. You don't clinch. You don't engage. So you take away a piece of what would make a fight not boring. It's a psychological thing. People don't even realize it. Clinching is a psychological thing that will make you guys think that somebody's engaging, or someone got hurt, or someone about to get hit, or blah 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 got clipped, yada yada. It's a psychological thing. Whatever. But you don't do that, Shakur. You jump back. You just keep jumping back, and everybody's waiting for that engage to happen, and it never happens. It never happens, and that's the reason why people say you're boring. I don't think Shakur is a boring fighter. I think he's a very, very technically sound boxer. Not a fighter, he's a boxer. And that technically sound boxing is combined with being scary to get hit. Not defensive, scared to get hit. So since you're scared to get hit, your moves are different than someone who got a chin, right? It just doesn't like getting hit. No one should like getting hit. But if you got a chin, it's like, all right, I know I got a chin, and I don't really like getting hit. But I know if I do this, there's a really high chance that I'm going to get hit. But since I got a chin, I'm good, so I can do this to get my shit off. That's not Shakur. Shakur is, that shit dead. I don't need to get touched. I don't need to get ever, and I just got to keep winning. That's fine. That's fine. But it's not a gladiatorial concept. And that's why people look at the man as heartless. But the simple fact that you punched the dude in the stomach and broke your own hand, bro, you're not beating nobody, bro. If I can understand if you punched a motherfucker in the forehead, even in the jaw, and broke your hand. I get it. If you punched them in the chest and broke your hand, okay, you hitting the bone. But to punch somebody in the stomach, bro, even if you punched them in the ribs, the ribs collapse in. They collapse in. If you hit somebody in the ribs, it's a thin bone. You could break that bone, bro. The ribs literally bend. They have movement. You punched him in a. This man's hands are brittle as hell, bro. I mean, bro, you're not, bro. Wow. You punch somebody in the stomach and break your hand. In the stomach. Oh man, you ain't never had that hand wraps. You ain't never boxed before. You ain't never did this or you ain't never did that. If you, man, get out of my face with that shit. Out of my face. Yeah, I fought without hand wraps more times than I can remember. So get out of my damn face talking about, oh man, them hand wraps don't protect nothing. You try fight without hand wraps. Yeah, do that. Fight when you're not expecting to fight. Do that. Yeah, fight when you're just throwing punches and you don't even know where these punches are going to land. You're aiming for some things. Fight when motherfuckers got jackets on and you don't know what they got in their pockets and you punch a gun. Or you punch someone's phone. Yeah, fight one of them. Fight when you're doing that. So I've done all that. So don't give me no motherfucking shit about, oh man, you gotta get hand wraps and you don't know about hand wraps and you don't know those hand wraps don't protect nothing. You stop it. Y'all protecting Shakur Stevenson. That's all that is to protect Shakur. This man fist, bro, if he punched a Jello pudding pop, he'd probably break his whole wrist. If he hung up a bag of Wonder Bread and punched it full on, he'd probably break every bone in his hand. This dude's fist is absolute garbage. 100% trash. For a man who's that oh, BF, it's a fluke accident, BF. It was a fluke. It was a fluke. Anybody could punch a bag of bread and break your hand, BF. Anybody could do that. Well, that's essentially what you guys are saying to me. And no, anybody is not going to punch a bag of bread and break their hand. Unless there is a hammer in the middle of the loaf. No, you're not going to do that. No one is. A child wouldn't punch a bag of Wonder Bread and break that child's hand. It wouldn't happen unless there was a hammer in the middle of it. Shakur Stevenson punched this man in the stomach and broke his hand. Broke his hand by punching the man in the stomach. Wow. Wow. And I truly, this puts more in. Now, yesterday, I spoke on this and I said, dude is capping. Dude is capping, bro. Straight cap. I need to see the proof. And this is the proof they show you. So the man puts full pressure on a broken hand. That's like breaking your leg and then finishing running the 100-meter dash. He punching a man in the stomach and breaking his hand. This is the proof they show. I've seen Shakur punch people in the face. I've seen Shakur punch people in the stomach. I've seen Shakur punch people with their back, punch women with their back turned. He didn't have any of these hand issues. And now all of a sudden you punch somebody in the stomach in sparring when your hands are wrapped up and you got on gloves and you punch him in the stomach and break a hand. I'm still calling cap. I'm still saying how ironic that the cameras were recording this fight and had the perfect position to see Shakur Stevenson punch this guy in the stomach and then fall on the ground. That shit did. That shit did. Man, that shit did. Laying on the ground. Rolling around on the ground. That shit did. Yo, cap, bro, straight cap. You punched him in the stomach, bro. Listen, bro, you punched him in the stomach, bro. Now, one of two things, and I think it's the later. Either your hands are that brittle, they're that soft that you should not be boxing, or you put on an acting job when you punched this man in the stomach, the soft part of the body in the stomach, and then fell on the ground in agony and pain. That shit dead. That shit dead. Stop the cap, bro. No, your pay-per-view was the same price as a 20-piece, no, not even a 20-piece, a 10-piece chicken nugget with a strawberry milkshake. That is how much your pay-per-view cost was. Yeah, that's how much it was. And you need to get up out of that. When somebody is contemplating on buying your fight or going to McDonald's and getting a 10-piece chicken nugget with 2 sweet and sour sauce, large fry, and a strawberry milkshake, a medium, not even a large, a medium strawberry milkshake with no whipped cream. And no straw. No straw, bro. Because if they add a straw, that's a little bit more than your pay-per-view. Like, bro, when those are the options, yeah, you fake injury real fast. Fake injury real fast. Punch somebody straight in the stomach. That shit dead. That shit dead. That shit dead. Faking injury fast as hell, punch somebody in the stomach. Stop it. Stop it, bro. I've been watching boxing my whole life. I ain't never seen anybody punch somebody in the stomach, the soft part of the body, and break their hand. Never seen it. Never seen it my whole life. Never. But I know you YMCA boxers, you guys in the PAL will be all in the comments talk about, nah, BF, Nah, you don't know because there ain't no padding in them hand wraps, and there ain't really no padding in them gloves. It really ain't no padding in the air. He punched the air really hard, and I done it before. I seen it. Shadow boxing. A dude broke his leg shadow boxing. You know what I'm saying? It can happen, and this right here, that shit dead. Like, yo, stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. This man is either the most brittle-handed boxer in the history of boxing, or he's lying. There's your two options. BFTB, man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Out. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, subscribe to my Patreon. And if you feel like supporting me, please support me in the PayPal or the Cash App.